Hello there again. Yeah, I'm just making this video to talk about like friends, right? Um, People that we have in our lives that we, interact with, that we went to school with, right? Or that we went to uni with or whatever. And basically, I'm just making this video to basically like state the fact that these people aren't your friends. They're not your friends. They're acquaintances. They're not like when shit gets real. What I'm trying to say is when shit gets real, they won't have your back. The thing is, they'll create the impression that they will have your back, and like they like to think of themselves as good people, right? But the vast majority of them are not. They're literally like they're just selfish apes, and yeah, thing is, right? Um, it's so bad actually for me now, just with my injuries and everything. That like I've been thinking this for a while now, but that I want to check out. Um, I can't stand this shit. No, I can't stand being here, and it's not just that, but it's also just yeah, just seeing how what a human being is. It's really disgusting. It's really fucking. It's really repulsive. Um, and just how much damage the average human being is responsible for, just by their like dietary choices and like um other than that they're trying to chase after this bullshit, right? But thing is, none of this crap, none of this technology and all this shit is gonna save anyone in the end. um we literally are all doomed, um ultimately. So thing is, like, I just want to like try and find a peaceful method, right? Yeah, get a peaceful method is what I'd say. But obviously, you can take that advice or leave it, right? Um, I mean, I saw my mum die of cancer, and it was fucking brutal. It was fucking brutal, like shit. Um, everyone's on here like, well, a lot of people are on here like making videos, just like kind of like complaining and ranting about life. I get that. There's lots of things that annoy you about life and shit, but why aren't people why don't people think of like, oh, I should get a peaceful meal? What's the most serious thing in this? Oh shit, death. Oh, I should make sure that goes like smoothly and not like in a fucked up way. But most people are just not clued into this. And Yeah, there's a lot of people saying like don't commit suicide and shit, don't do it, and I know where that's coming from, but if someone's suffering seriously and the best thing for them, like basically their life's not worth continuing, it's not worth it for them to continue to live, and you're like guilting them into like all this shit. Oh, keep going. Like you're doing them a disservice. Like you're just another one of these pro life people that are just like, oh, live at any cost, live at any cost. Like, why? Why? If it's literally turned into fucking, like a literal hell for the person, it's kind of cruel to just say, oh, keep living, keep living. And let's be honest here, you don't really give a fuck about them deep down. So, thing is, like, we just need to, we just need to treat it like our second job, basically. And obviously, this is my advice, right? But you can take it or leave it. Um, I think Anti-Natalist Witch said this on a channel that basically we need to. get that's all we can do. That's literally all we can do. Cause we're fucked by this like the evolution and shit, right? Um, it's we're built on like the same mechanism that the fucking dinosaurs were built on, and it hasn't changed very much. So like the bit, the underlying, substance of it hasn't changed. So yeah, we are fucked, and like this is just a very tragic accident to be alive and to be like biology. It's really unlucky that we've been born, and the chances of it apparently, like according to science, like it's really slim. But yeah, yeah, we really got fucked by the universe, right? Um, so this is, I mean, I don't know, like for me, all I can say is for me, I think the best thing I can do is just get my shit together and get the fuck out of here because it's every day for me is torture and I don't see this shit going anywhere positive in the future. And obviously, these like with mental health services, these mental health people, they'll be like, "Oh, live and oh, it's all this like." Don't you want? They'd even say, "Don't you want kids?" And I'm just like, "Fucking hell, man." It's kind of offensive to me, but you saying that to me, but whatever. I know you're just normies, right? And they'll even try and be like, "Oh, I'm not doing this for a job," and you know, if you've ever had like a mental breakdown, like, and they call it psychosis, right? Because you're so like ill that you're like hallucinating shit and all this crap, right? They lock you in a hospital for fucking months, man, and it can be years even, and they won't let you out even though you're. So let's say, okay, that day you have a break, and maybe for a couple of days after, I don't know, you might still be not with it completely, but after that, you're perfectly fine and with it, but they still fucking lock you in there. And they're not helping you get better. They create this like bullshit lie that they're helping you with these meds. Like some of these meds are like harmful, like give you really like fucked up side effects and shit. And it's just bullshit, right? Um, like I'll tell you what happened to me in the hospital. Yeah, first of all, it's not a nice place to be. Like most of them are like really badly um maintained. Like, I went to this place and all the toilets fucking smelt like shit. Like, I'm not joking. Do you know why they smelt like shit? Because this guy, right? He he was so fucked in the head, like he had done some drug or something, and it proper fucked with his brain. And like he was going to the toilet, and he couldn't see the fucking toilet roll to the side of him, right? And yeah, he was getting the hand towels and like using loads of them to wipe his, and then the toilets were blocked with this. The fucking was bad, like it smelled bad, bro. And then I was just like, I was so pissed off at it. I was just like raising my voice and saying, "This place smells like shit, man. Let me out of here, fucking hell!" Like, and then this guy comes, one of the nurses, and he goes like, "Oh yeah, yeah, all right, I'll clean it. I'll clean it, man." I'm like, "All right." I didn't know you were listening to me. And another thing, yeah, some of these people are like really dangerous, like ex-criminals and shit. Like one dude came in and he was like, I was like, "Oh, where you come from?" He's like, Oh yeah, I just done a stint in prison for an armed robbery. I'm like, you guys are saying you're protecting me, and you're putting me in with a motherfucker that's in here for armed robbery with a fucking firearm. And that guy, he even tried to fuck me up. He went like this with his elbow, right? He went boom right close to my face in it, but he didn't touch my face, luckily. And this other guy was in there like, yo, fuck him up, cuz, fuck him up. And I'm like, yo, if I fuck him up, um, they're gonna keep me here for like longer, even longer. Um, so yeah, man. Some of them are racist. Some of them are like all this shit, all this shit. Um, they're telling me like, oh, these people are ill. No, some of them are just fucking evil, like in the head. They've got evil psychology. They want to do you in, like seriously. Don't act like you're protecting someone, and you got their best interest at heart when you're putting them in a place like that. And um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, basically, I had this incident, yeah, where you're not allowed to do any drugs or alcohol in there, like, and they let you out basically, and they say don't do any drugs or alcohol when you go out. And basically, I thought like, oh, they ain't gonna find out, but I ended up drinking a one too many, right, and I passed out, passed out in this like in the, in this person's house, and fucking yeah, they came and took me back. But anyway, when it came to my tribunal to get out of that bitch, the doctor who looks like an evil, I think you can see it in some people's eyes that they're evil, but he goes, I'm gonna try and keep you here for for longer now, because of that incident. I'm like, do these rules have any like basis in logic or like fairness or decency, or is it just you're trying to make money out of me to do experiment these drugs on me and make, and it's your job, right? And you want money, so the more patience you got. It was literally one flew over the cuckoo's nest, man. I was just in there locked up with these bad people, man. And that yeah, it's all corrupt, this mental health shit, yo. Like, that's what I'm saying. But anyway, I've just reached a point in my life where I've just realized the best thing for me is to just fucking decommission this fucking this ape structure. Do you know what I'm saying? And just get the fuck out. Like, obviously, I'm not like insinuating that anyone else should, you know, kill themselves willy nilly. It's obviously a massive decision. It's arguably the biggest decision anyone can make. But I just think this reality is so fucking horrific that I don't even care now. Like, I just, to me, that's like, that's like heaven for me. This is hell, and like being absolved of it is heaven. So, yeah, obviously, like when it comes to this sort of stuff, you got to do it peacefully. You can't like fuck around. Like, don't don't blast yourself. Don't fucking hang yourself. I hung myself, and it's really bad surviving that. So just make sure it's peaceful. And yeah, I wish we could discuss this on like some place, because this place is too like watched, right? So yeah, but I think like Ethel Blaze was wise, man. He goes, we should just we should just be talking about peaceful methods now. That's the most important thing, to get everyone a peaceful method, because these governments and these law people, they're not gonna give you it in your lifetime. They're not gonna give you it in your lifetime, and there's a question in the air whether they're ever gonna give you your full rights in your lifetime, because we are just slaves, man. We're born into like slaves. We're like, you get some higher tier slaves, you got mid tier slaves, you got lower tier slaves, but we all slaves. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say, and I hope this video wasn't too long. Yeah, thanks for watching. All right.